You went so fast. Hold on.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I am Nate.
Ian.
And you are listening to episode round 14 of the Nate and Ian's
Listening hour.
I don't know. I try to make it spooky, man, because we got Halloween coming up, right?
Yes, it's Saturday. That hurt. Saturday.
I don't know what we're doing with our lives, but I will tell you, it's excited. We're excited to be back with another episode. Ian, what do we have in store for this evening?
We got some spooky things, man.
This is horrible.
Why?
It's so bad. Let's take it from the top.
What's bad?
Everything. I'm going to stop it right now. Hey, what's up, guys? I am Nate.
And I'm Ian.
And you are listening to round 14 of Nate and Ian's
Listening hour.
Hey, we got some pretty exciting things in store tonight, Ian. Tell us what we got.
Well, first off, I'm bummed.
Don't be bummed.
We said a couple weeks ago we're doing a Halloween episode. This is it. But we didn't dress up. We're going to try that next week, I think. But I love Amazon, but my package, I ordered a costume, and it's arriving tomorrow. But we have to shoot today. We shoot Tuesdays. Couldn't wait, so we'll just dress up next week. Look forward to that.
Next Tuesday, we're going to try and do a special episode.
Yeah. After Halloween, but it's still the time of year, so it's fine.
And you guys just inundated us with comments of what you wanted us to dress up like.
So many
comments. So we're going to try it again to we've already picked our costumes. So you know what? We don't need your comments.
Ooh.
But we'd still we would like them, and we'd like for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
We would. But yeah, that'd be great. But we're doing some cool stuff tonight. We got some superstitions like we talked about last week. I think some sports superstitions. We're doing some fall. What is it? It's fall, right? It's official.
It is fall. It is.
So we're doing some fall fashion or trends, whatever you want to call it. Best and the worst of. That's later in the show, but I think you can guess right now what both of ours are. The worst one we think is. I think we've already talked about it before.
Have we?
I haven't asked you, but I'm pretty sure I know what yours is.
We might agree.
Yeah. But yeah, it's going to be fun show.
I have to tell you, one of my favorite Mitch Hedberg jokes, and if you don't know Mitch Hedberg, if like you haven't looked him up before, please do so, because you're missing out on a great comedian. But one of my favorite jokes of his was, "I'm not superstitious. I am a little stitious, but I'm not superstitious." Ian, with that, let's dive in to the top sports superstitions of the sporting world.
All right. Nate cut me off. First off, hey, Nate.
Hi, Ian. I'm so sorry for interrupting you. I'm a terrible co-host.
I was like you said, Mitch Hedberg. I was like, oh, Mitch Hedberg. My favorite joke of his is, I like rice. Rice is good when you're hungry and want 2,000 of something.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Much not as fun as I thought it'd be.
He's the best. He was the best.
Was
the best. Not anymore.
No, sadly. I'm going to start us off. We got some superstitions. I'm pretty sure we just picked sports. I think that's what we talked about, but we just went. That's what we do here. We pick some sports superstitions. I like how I'm loud in this mic stand. It's like, what's up? All right. How y'all doing? So my first one, Ned, I think you know this guy is. Yeah, he was on the Yankees and some other teams. Jason Giambi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
I don't know. I'm just going to get into it. I don't know how else to say it, but
Dive in.
when he was in like a batting slump, he wore a golden thong to
I
break it.
mean, why? Yeah, why wouldn't that be your go-to?
Yeah,
Right?
put on a golden like male thong. I don't. It could have been female. I don't know. But here's the thing. The word got around of it, and with his teammates, and he ended up passing it around to other players who were slumping.
Man, I hope they watched that thong.
First off, I have two questions. How do you figure out, like, oh man, I'm slumping? A thong. That's what I'm going to go with. And secondly,
Right.
gross. Like, yeah, when you're passing around underwear to wear, like, it's not socks would be okay, like a shirt, a
Hey,
belt,
man. A belt might be okay.
a thong. No, no, no.
Well, I will say that out of all of the sports, I feel like baseball players are probably the most superstitious of anyone, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like Ian, and this isn't included in my list, but did you do this like when you were playing ball, when you took the field as a defensive player, did you ever touch the foul line or did you always jump over the foul line?
I I jumped over it. I did.
Right.
On the way, here's the thing, on the way on the field to start the inning, I jumped over it. On the way off, it didn't matter.
Okay.
Because I remember feeling like, nope, it's over. Like, you can't hurt me now, superstition. I just struck out 3 dudes. I'm out. Like, so yeah, on the way onto the field, jumped over. On the way off, uh, didn't matter.
Whatever. Right. Yeah, I would be afraid of the next inning. So I never would walk on the foul line, right? Like I just wouldn't do it. You jump over it, you don't touch it. I see I mean, this is how ridiculous this superstition is. I see Major League Baseball like pitchers, especially when they're like done with an inning and they just trounce all over it. I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you do that?
Walk up and
Um,
drag their foot across the line. I'm like,
why would they do it? Now, the golden thong theory, however, does color matter, right? Like, is it more the thong or is it more of the color that Jason was going for?
he had to have just found a golden thong, maybe a girlfriend or mistress. I don't know his personal life.
Or boyfriend.
Boyfriend, somebody gave it to him,
Yeah.
or they left it at his place, and he
Mm-hmm.
said, "Oh, I'm just going to give this a shot." I can't imagine that he said, oh, "I'm slumping. I better go out and buy a golden thong." I can't imagine he did. I feel like he found it somewhere. I was like, "I'll give this a shot." That's weird.
Well, here's the thing: is if this made like headlines, then obviously it worked because it had to. He did it more than once,
Uh,
right?
yeah, I wrote it down. I mean, yeah, he did it for a while. I didn't write down, but I mean, Jason Giambi, he not a Hall of Famer, but like a steady. I'm him.
No, I'm just tired.
No, oh.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, a steady player, and yeah, wore a thong. That's my.
I mean, look, I'll try anything to get out of a slump.
Yeah.
Gold thong included. All right, Ian, mine is a little more, my first one at least is a little more generalized, okay?
Okay.
I want to talk about the playoff beard.
Oh gosh.
It started with the 1980s New York Islanders and historically has been an NHL superstition where their whole entire team will not shave until two things happen. A, they lose and then they can shave. Lose a series, I mean, not a singular game. Or two, they win the Stanley Cup. So the entire playoffs for the teams that win the Stanley Cup, they don't shave.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've seen that. Makes sense.
I kind of like it.
Yeah, and now, but that's the thing. We've seen it now. It's huge in baseball now.
Right. So other sports have adopted this. Yes.
Yeah,
correct.
especially the past like 5 years. We see, of course, right now we see the Dodgers with it, but some guys on the Nationals had it. It sucks if you're on the Yankees and you want to grow a beard. Not allowed to. But yeah.
Right. Well, the Red Sox had it in 2013 as well. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah. I'm a big fan of I'm a big fan of beards as in general. But
And
the playoff.
yeah, it's not like you're going at a full season. I mean, some guys do, but if you're just doing like a playoff beard, it's like a month. So it's not like,
Right.
you can,
It's like No Shave November.
yeah, you can do that for a month. So yeah, why not? And if if it gives you luck, go for it.
Hello.
Hello.
All right, and what else you got? What other superstitions do you have?
You did the general ones. I went with like certain players because I looked up so many things today and I found a couple that I like. This one was just funny to me. Um, Kevin Romberg, baseball player. He had a very brief career with the Indians. He was there from 1982 to 1984, played 41 games throughout that 2 or 3 year span. Um, and this kind of maybe goes with a little bit of OCD, I think. But he had to touch anyone who touched him. Of course, this is a baseball game. If it was football, that'd be worse. But if he was tagged out at like second base, like while he was like running off the field, he had to touch the guy who tagged him. The catchers tried to mess with him. I found a picture of catchers like tried to, like, once he got in the batter's box and he's starting his like he's getting ready, and the catcher just reached up and tapped him on the leg, and he freaks out and has to like put time and touch him. And I think the best thing where his teammates thought it was funny. I mean, he played 41 games in the majors, but his minor league teammates did this the most. They would tag him and then run into the clubhouse and hide and make him find him. So
That is hilarious. Obviously didn't work if he only had a 41 game Major League Baseball career.
yeah, but I mean, it did. I mean, there was a little article I read. I mean, that was his. I think it goes with a little bit of OCD, like I was saying, but that he said that was his superstition. Like if anybody touched him, he had to touch him back, or he thought something bad was going to happen. So,
I love that. I absolutely love it. My second one also comes from baseball, Ian, and it's a little bit topical. This story came out just a few weeks ago when the Braves were playing in the NLCS. So Freddie Freeman, who will most likely be this year's National League MVP, has worn a tattered Chipper Jones shirt underneath his uniform since 2012. We're gonna put a picture up thanks to Jesse C, our new video editor. He's gonna put it up like right in the middle. This guy has worn this Chipper Jones shirt every game since 2012.
that's like that's like 1,000.
It's over 9,000. What?
I will tell you, it's worked for him. I mean, the guy's incredible, right? So good on him for that. But yeah.
Here, sadly, but
Well, no. And hey, by the way, I did call the Dodgers in 7, even after the Braves went up 2-0. Check episode 13, I think.
yeah. Hey, we're speaking of that real quick. We're almost right. I mean, we said the Rays and the Dodgers, so
we did. Hey, we need to have a segment later on called Big Old Fatties, talking about like bets that people should place, based on our predictions. Because, dude, they would, if we had listened to our own advice and bet it, we'd probably be in a good place.
But you realize, like, that's just baseball. We did football stuff and we were horribly wrong.
Yes, also correct. Again, it's called Big Fatties, not like let's hope for the best here. So anyway, that's our superstition segment. That's all we got.
As always, if you got any fun ones, send them.
Yeah, put them in the comments below. We'd love to know your favorite sports superstitions.
Yeah.
Ian, hi.
Hi, Nate.
All right. So, hey, it is now fall. The harvest is amongst us. The leaves are changing. Today was peak leave season here in the DC area.
For crisp air. I saw some leaves fall in my backyard the other day in Brooklyn. It's beautiful.
Is there anything better than having a fire in your backyard with a hoodie and a pair of shorts?
God.
And like, is there anything better than that in this world?
If I could wear a hoodie year round, oh god, that's my favorite thing to wear. Like hoodie and shorts, or like jeans, fine. But oh man, it's so nice, dude.
There's nothing better, and you're right. There's nothing better than a hoodie and shorts and a pair of Chacos. It just doesn't exist.
Chacos?
I just threw you with the Chaco Nation, didn't I?
Yeah.
Now, there are some strange fall fads that we need to talk about. Ian, I'm gonna lead out with one
Go for it.
that I kind of like.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about kind of the male fashion, right, when it comes to fall. The female fashion that I'd like to talk to you about, however, that I am a fan of, is like the riding boots, right, which are like your knee level, like leather boots.
Oh, okay.
With like a pair of like leggings or like yoga pants with a sweater and a scarf for females, not for males. Look, it's pretty much, and I've seen a meme, it's Han Solo, like they have, right? They got like the leather riding boots.
Yeah.
They've got the Han Solo vest.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan. Like, I think I would prefer that even over just like, your summer attire, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that fall fad.
Fall fad. Cool.
Go to your local pumpkin patch on any Saturday in October, and you will see what I'm talking about. You will see the Han Solo lookalikes.
That's true. No. So that was your like your best fall trend.
I'm not saying it's a best fall trend. I'm just saying it's something that I'm a fan of. I like fall fashion. I'm a fan of the attire.
That's cool. Okay.
You don't seem too
Boots.
appreciative of this.
Boots. That's cool. I'll give my. How about
It's not just the boots, right? It's the yoga pants.
the boots?
It's not just the boots.
Boots, man.
It's about the yoga pants as well.
Okay. All right.
All right. I mean, it's so fine. It's so fine.
It's so fine. So I have to give both of mine because they kind of go together. First off, I'm going to give a runner-up because you mentioned the like women's boots. I wrote down, and I don't know if you have this in DC, but once it gets
Don't say Uggs.
those are gross. But once it gets cold in New York, it's not like so much Brooklyn, but it's a lot of in Manhattan. The richer women, like they wear these capes. Like
no, I've not seen this. I'm unfamiliar.
I don't. Maybe we can put up a picture or something. But they're like they have a jacket on or something, and then they're wearing. It's like a cape. It's literally a cape.
Is it literally a cape?
Literally a cape. But yeah. So that was my runner-up. But
that you liked or you didn't like?
Worst.
Okay.
Friend.
The female capes. Female fall capes.
Cape comes on. I don't know. I'm gonna. But I have to say both of mine because they go together. And I asked my sister about this, and she's the one who kind of helped me with this answer.
Hi, Susie.
Hi. She's not there. Okay, so the best. Here's the thing. I like you think about family and tradition and all that, and like we do.
Yes.
We do it in New York. Here, like my brother and sister live nearby. I live with my sister and one of my best friends. Some other friends come over, and we carve pumpkins. Like that is the best. I know you're thinking about trends, but that's a trend. Like carving pumpkins. It's like what I look forward to. The second it gets like a little chilly, it's like, oh, we get to carve pumpkins.
I am 100% with you. um, 2 weekends ago, I had my boys, and we dedicated, about an hour or so to carving pumpkins. They're into like the little things that you buy at the store, right? Like the design that you like tape on the pumpkin and then carve out,
We have that.
which I'm way into it, right? Like I'm glad that they do it. But what I've found is that takes a lot of like dexterity and maybe more dexterity than like a 3-year-old has to offer.
Yeah.
And so what I find is they have a great time pulling out all the nasty like pumpkin seeds and what are
That's
the little strings? Like what is that pumpkin string? What is that?
love it. That's one of my favorite parts. Just getting dirty.
Yeah, so they really enjoy that. And then they go off and I finish carving the pumpkin. Ian, speaking of carving pumpkins, I did this wrong my entire life. You open the pumpkin from the bottom and not the top. Did you know this? Like you don't carve the top of the pumpkin, carve the bottom of the pumpkin, and then you still have the nice like pumpkin vine off the top. Whoa. I know. It changed my life. I know.
I think you just blew my mind.
I know. And you don't have to put your hand in to get the candle or like try and like, with the lighter, like the long, like, like the long, like camp lighter, you just light the candle, pick up the pumpkin from the stem that's still attached, put it on the ground, and then put the pumpkin back on it.
That's like, dude, recently I've started eating bananas. Like, no, people hold them and they like, the stem, like
Yeah.
yeah. I hold the stem and then peel it from what people call the bottom, but that's a handle.
The stem is the handle.
Stem is a handle. So I'm eating them 30 plus years of my life, like pulling the stem, you crack the stem and pull it down.
Right.
I'm getting real pumped up because I'm figuring stuff out lately.
Yeah.
Life. Yeah. Hold the stem, peel the banana, cut the pumpkin from the bottom. It all makes sense. Wow.
Life hack. 2 life hacks brought to you by Nate and Ian here tonight at 9:14. Incredible, because we didn't plan it. All right, Ian, can I tell you one that I'm just not a big fan of? After you completely just were like, you like female fall fashion. Anyway,
Right.
one that I am not a fan of, spunkin laced pates. Now, I said it that way for a reason, right? But what I'm talking about is pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah.
How has this drink become so overblown?
Well, here's the thing, and we'll just talk together because that's obviously, I love the pumpkin aspect of the fall.
Yep.
My least favorite trend is pumpkin spice latte. Because I love pumpkins. I've never tried it. I think it's stupid. Here's the thing. First up, there's no pumpkin in pumpkin spice. Just so people
No, it's all nutmeg, right?
I don't know, but people are freaking out. Oh, I love pumpkin spice. It's not pumpkin.
Wow. I feel like you're yelling at me.
I'm upset, like, because, and I hate to say this, but they say it's like a basic
Yeah.
Leave that out a little bit, Jesse. I didn't say it completely, but and it's whatever you want to call basic, but like that's stupid. Like you wait a whole year for this deal. I got real pumped up. This is like back to our first couple episodes. I haven't been this pumped up in a while, bro.
Dude, even pumpkin beers are awful. They're just terrible.
All of them. I like some.
I don't at all, but I don't drink much beer either. So I'm just not a fan. But anyway, yeah, the pumpkin spice thing, and everything's pumpkin spiced. Let's have pumpkin spiced caramel corn. Let's have pumpkin spiced apple cider. It's like, apple cider was good before we added pumpkin spice. But, I will say that the same people that are wearing the Han Solo outfit are the ones that are drinking these things. So
sorry.
Yeah, I know.
That's true.
So
So
anyway,
Not what we thought we were going to talk about, but that was the some fall trends that Nate and I like. Yours are weird, but you love Han Solo boots. I don't know why. I'm sorry. It's just
I'm just saying the whole outfit is okay with me.
turns you on. Cool. Got it. Check. Okay. Is this me?
Hey, Ian.
Hey, Nate.
Tell me about. All right, so we did some digging this week on the interwebs about some sports videos
Yeah.
that were a bit spooky in nature.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
yeah. We're just gonna do one. We'll put the links below. There's a lot of funny, weird, and I watch them. I get home from work. Honestly, I work nights. I get home, and that's my ritual. Like no. I watch I watch hundreds of hours. I get home and I just want to like stay up for 10 minutes, eat like a sandwich. I would like trying to like
Yep.
weird things in sports. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm gonna talk about one. It's not spooky so much. It's just like this will never happen because it's baseball. It'll never happen again. I got I don't have the year, but we all remember Paul O'Neill. He played for the Yankees.
Of course. Yep.
Played right field. He started with the Reds, I believe. This is a game, Cincinnati Reds versus Philadelphia Phillies. Paul O'Neill's in right field. The Phillies are up to bat. There's a runner on second. So there's a base hit to right field, right? Paul O'Neill is in right field. Base hit to him. He bobbles the ball, like just like a line drive. Tries to catch it. He bobbles it. The runner is going to third. He's probably going to score. He bobbles it a couple times. Fumbles it.
Did he bobble it?
He
okay.
bobbles it.
Okay.
Word to say. So he was about to make an error
Because he bobbled it.
and he was in like let's call it like short right field. It caught it like a one hop, but then he kicked the ball to the first baseman.
Base hit right field, but they're going to have to hold Jeltz at third. And now the ball gets away from O'Neill. He kicks it to Benzinger.
No, I do not believe this. This is the all-timer.
He intentionally did this.
He was running in.
Yeah, I've seen this video.
Yeah, kicked it and I wrote down like it had to be a solid 40 feet in the air. And that's the announcers were freaking out. He just gave up. He's like, well, because there's no way you kick a baseball that accurately, like from right field straight to the first baseman. And it stopped the runner. The runner like rounded third and then put on the brakes because he saw that. Oh, yeah, the right
Ball's
kicked the ball in. All right, cool.
Ball's in. He bobbled it and then kicked it.
Yeah, and that's like
some strange happenings.
A lot of weird things have happened in baseball. That might be one of the weirdest things I've ever seen because it's not going to happen again. You might accidentally kick a ball. You're not going to kick it 40 or 50 feet right to where you want it to go.
Yeah, that is strange. I wonder if it was in October. Was it an October game? Doesn't matter. It's fascinating.
Write it down.
So we'll put that video up, just a clip of it for you guys to see. And then one that I think, I'm not sure who hasn't seen this video, but in March of 2001, in a spring training game, Randy Johnson, also known as the Big Unit, was throwing his obligatory 3 innings, I think, and if you don't know, Randy Johnson was 6'10", I think, power pitcher, threw in triple digits nonstop. And so during this at bat, was throwing a fastball in the outside corner. While the ball was being delivered to home plate, it actually never made it. And do you know why, Ian?
I do. And just so you know, it's like what's the time, like less than a second for a
Yeah, ridiculous, right?
So not a lot of yeah, this was the most perfect thing. It'll never happen again, probably. I've said that already, but I know what happened.
Sports provide us with some interesting footage because it's just so unpredictable, even though it's predictable. So yeah, Randy Johnson's throwing 100-mile-per-hour four-seamer right down Main Street, and a bird flew right in front of it.
A dove.
And the explosion of feathers. Oh my goodness. I've never seen anything like it. Also a little spooky since this is our Halloween episode, Superstitious. I wonder if a feather had touched the ball player that you were talking about earlier, would he had to go and touch the bird?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe so. Who knows?
Weird.
I want you guys, though, check those videos out. Jesse's going to link them here for us so you guys can watch as we discuss. But, hey, as we round up the final of the episode, that's the finality of our episode.
That's it.
The closing. Hey, as always, Ian and I want to thank you for tuning in. Hey, like, subscribe, comment. Ian, what do you got?
Hey, next week's gonna be fun. I'm really excited. Watch this video, obviously, but I look forward to next week. Gonna be just good as an episode. We're dressing up. Get ready. We promised you we'd do it. We're dressing up. And if you feel like commenting on a segment, let us know what you want us to do. Well, probably won't happen, but if you feel like it, give it a shot. We'll do it, and we'll put your name. We'll talk about you because nobody's. We'll talk about you.
Even Vishay, you comment on every video. We talk about you every video.
We love you,
but we don't think you watch them. Hey, as always, guys, we round it out. Hey, thanks so much for watching. I am Nate,
Ian,
and you are listening to Nate and Ian's
Listening Hour. Deuces.